How's it? Today is September 27th, Monday, and I have a snatch workout today. Um, Different from my normal snatch workouts, I am moving to a power snatch plus snatch. So, 5 1 plus 1's at 185. I think going into today, my thought was 185 is difficult for me to power snatch, and I don't know if I can actually do it every time. But I mean, after today, it was obvious that 185 is an easier weight than I thought it was. I'm very happy with that because, as far as the way that I look at myself, it means that 185 is becoming one of those weights that is more routine. And in the past, when I get to a weight that I think will have a challenge at, chances are I will actually have a challenge at. And so basically it's just a self-confidence thing. It's like I am strong enough to actually power snatch this on a regular basis. It's just I feel like sometimes I need it to be a particularly good day or particularly good production. That's not the case anymore, and that's a huge sign saying that I'm actually getting better and improving on where I used to be. So again, I'm super happy with all 5 sets today. I think I've said this lots of times, but if the way that I um, if the way that I warm up is any indication of how I lift, today's warm ups were pretty solid, and I'm very happy with how I performed. Um, Moving forward, I'm not sure how long I can push these. Even though I did say that 185 is now becoming an easier weight. If I just go up to 190 next week, 190, I don't know if I'll be able to do that. And that's not me trying to downplay my progress. It's literally like even though 185 was reasonable today, um, I don't know if I can push more than that, let alone going to 195 or something even higher than that. So here's my first set. I think the big issue today was not the power snatch, actually, it was the snatch. After that, in the complex, because it's like my upper body feels very fatigued at this point as far as being able to maintain positions. So that you can see here, that one was an example. I basically just am trying my best to hold on and then extend, and then once I drop into the hole, like if I don't have enough height, I'm done. That's it. However, I didn't feel any of them today, so that's pretty good. You see here, it's right there. That's another indication where even though I might have some amount of height, I'm out of position because I have to rely on me dropping down rather than me pushing myself down or pulling myself down under the bar. And that's not always a great sign, especially if it's just a double at like 185. I think if I were just to double like full snatch the 185, I think it would be a lot easier. I mean, which makes sense because um, I'm doing the harder variation first, and then having the second be the full snatch. So if in the case that I just did 2 full snatches, it's like I imagine that would be significantly easier. But that's my last one. Again, very happy with that. And then I am doing some deadlifts with a slow eccentric. I'm not super sure what type of weight I'm supposed to be hitting or what type of tempo I'm supposed to be having, but I am doing my best to maintain position over the bar and keep the sort of lower back as I guess in position. There's no real better way to say that. So I'm starting at 225 here, and then I'm going to end up at 245. You can see here that at the top I sort of push my hips back, and I don't think that is super. Well, that rep didn't look like I did so, but on the first rep there, it didn't. I don't think that that's optimal as far as what I'm trying to achieve. I think as long as my hips are neutral and then I just lean forward and let the bar sort of just fall back down into place like this, I think that that is a lot better, just because it sort of primes my body to operate the way I want it to. Whereas pushing my hips out, there's no, like, if I were to think about the snatch up and down, there is no position where I'm pushing my hips back or forward, in the middle of it. So yeah, I do it a lot better here on 245, which is pretty good for me. I think if I can snatch this in the future, I would be very, very happy. After that, I moved into some snatch bounces. I did something kind of dumb. I know it says that I am working up to 3 sets of 2 at 205. Steve also said 205 to 215. So I was like, all right, like it's first set of 205, I'll do it, and then if I make it, then I'm gonna go 215. That was not a good idea. I think the way that I did 205 was a little precarious, and so if I am gonna try to go up in weight, I need to make sure that the reps that I'm doing them with before moving up, I need to make sure that they're good, and that is not what happened. So this first one's pretty okay. It's pretty good, to be honest. This one, not so much. You see that moving forward and backwards. I was like, all right, cool, we're going to 215. I ended up failing here. It's a silly fail because I knew that 205 was not great. I also knew that I didn't need to go to 215, so I allowed myself to make two silly mistakes. I could have just stayed at 205 and fixed it. Yeah, I guess that's it. I could have just stayed at 205 and fixed it, and then never have gone to 215 and never encountered the fail. In any case, this is the path I chose, and yeah, it is what it is. I'm just trying to move forward. Here's my last set. I think this is super light relative, given how much I can actually snatch. So I am pretty okay with the way that it's feeling. After that, I moved into my weighted pull-ups. I finally was able to increment up to 50 today, and then some windshield wipers for my abs. Pretty happy with today's performance. I didn't lift a lot on the power snatch, but relative to how much I've done or how I view myself, I think that today was important for my progress. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Shoots.